Dice Company contains fantasy violence, mature themes, and unapologetic bickering. No feelings were hurt in the making of it, but listener discretion is advised.
Welcome one and all to Dice Company, The Ungovernables, Chapter 4, where a completely different group of friends weave tales of glory, success, and misery under the guise of playing Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Tom, and I'll be your DM through the concluding adventure of this group of time jelly surfing madmen. Time jelly surfing madmen, please introduce yourselves and tell us one fun fact about your characters.
Hello, listeners. My name's Simon. I am playing Kyrios Midnight, a tiefling rogue. Fun fact, Kyrios being a street urchin from a very early age, begged, stole and borrowed to get by. However, when he was taken in by a gang, otherwise known as the Thunder Company, he met a girl of a very similar ilk. Kyrios built a very close relationship with his sister, in inverted commas, a girl by the name of Eveline, who together learned how to play cards. They entered a Percussion competition and cheated their way to win the entire thing, winning a sizable purse, which he has been living off until now. With his money very much dwindling, he saw the opportunity of riches, hence so readily taking the job with old Bardal Schultz, joining the ranks of the Ungovernables, hoping to healthier his purse.
Lovely. Really nice.
Money's such a good motivator.
Nice.
I might have gone with in health on his purse.
And healthen?
Yeah.
Healthier?
In Healthen's the biggest purse.
Healthen is his purse.
To add more health to his purse.
Hello, my name's Mickey, and I play Shaq. Shaq is an orc barbarian. Fun fact about him is that when it comes to character creation, I never created him in the shadow of NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. And here is a few comparisons how so. Mr. O'Neal stands at 7'1". My Shaq is 6'10". Mr. O'Neal has 4 degrees. My Shaq has intelligence 5. Mr. O'Neal's net worth is over 500 million. My Shaq has 86 gold and 7 copper. Mr. O'Neal has 6 kids. My Shaq has none, but plans to have over 60. Mr. O'Neal's shoe size is 22. My Shaq's shoe size is just big. Mr. O'Neal has penned multiple books. My Shaq can't read.
Amazing.
I think that has to be my favourite fact ever in the history of Dice Company.
Yeah, I think that's the best fact of all time.
Thank you.
Really cool.
I'm flabbergasted and just incredible.
Who's next in the batting order?
I would hate to have to follow that, Bardal Schultz. I would hate to.
Great. Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm playing Bardal Schultz. Fun fact about Bardal this week is how he became a believer in the Stormfather. The night that he received the memory of the one Bardal, he was sailing on a ship as a greenhorn from his native continent of Belvandir. He was up in the rigging when he received the memory, and it was during a storm, and as the memory faded, he saw a lightning strike across the sky, which left a shadow across the largest cloud in the shape of the Stormfather. He saw it only for a second, but it made him feel like he was not alone and that he had a connection to the one Bardal, the chosen of the Stormfather. And that is what really cemented his want to try to emulate the one Bardal and be a great adventurer, pit fighter, scoundrel and scallywag.
It's really good as well.
Nice. Like it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, love that. Cranking up the pressure for the others.
Yeah.
4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Come on,
3 out of 3.
I didn't think anyone could follow Shaq's, and now I'm really worried about who has to follow Shaq's and Bardal's and Curious's before that.
Hi, I'm Chris. I am playing Egbert. I am a 5'10" fighter. As some of you might know, I spent a lot of time at sea, and during my time at sea, I had one captain by the name of Stephen Scurvy, who I hated. Couldn't stand him. He believed in every single superstition around boats. Every one of them. He made them rules, so we weren't allowed to do them. So ever since leaving the sea, he has got it in his head that he's going to try and break as many of them as possible. Hence the whistling that you have noticed me doing at random times.
Yeah.
I absolutely love redheads. I will not get a tattoo. And further to that, I have actually removed the skull and crossbones from my arse that I was made to get. I have, in fact, and will continue to shoot any albatross that I see. And finally, I plan on changing the name of the Sentry Hawk without Bardles knowing.
I will kill you. Actually, I can get another squire. I will actually kill you.
Fantastic.
I all of a sudden love Egg just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I loved that until the end. You spoiled it. It was
What's
great.
about?
and
The
then you
end
spoiled
adds
it.
15%.
Well, literally, a guy at work told me that like this for an idea. It was just like you can lean into the superstition stuff, and I was like,
I like
I'm going
it.
to do that. So I started looking at the superstitions, and then it was just like, don't change the name of a ship. Oh yeah. So that's what I spent 10 minutes doing. I was like scrolling through episode 3, trying to hear Dom say the name of the ship. So I couldn't remember what it was.
Why is everyone so obsessed with changing the name of my ship?
Literally, that was happenstance, honestly. Like, you know,
Listen, Han Solo didn't have to put up with this shit, did he? You know? What's going on? I'm trying to homage over here. What's going on?
Did I hear a vouch for the bobbing apple?
I'll have you fucking killed, big man. I will round off that head of yours.
So Mark, I'm playing Knight. It's not a fun fact. My fact this week is of the origins of the name Ravenna and why Knight named his sword. It comes from a chance encounter with the most mesmerizing woman he has ever met. He was tasked with looking into a faction called the Black Veil, who have headquarters outside of River City, but their operations had begun to encroach. So he was asked to check them out. Whilst doing this, he encountered this beautiful young woman who it turned out was, in fact, the daughter of the leader of the Black Veil, and completely disapproving and disagreeing with her family's enterprises, had vowed to destroy them. So on that one fateful, fun, enjoyable night, Ravenna, the Sorlock, and Knight teamed up and went about some business, destroying a Black Veil warehouse. And at the end, once all of the dust had settled, they decided to part ways friends, and Knight has never forgotten Ravenna, the beautiful Sorlock that he met on that night. And when he got his sword, there was only one name it was ever going to be named.
Beautiful.
Love that.
Really nice. Lovely bit of lore. A moving and romantic story in many ways. Oh, you big old softy. Please check our show notes for links to our Discord. If you'd like to support the show, please check out our Patreon and visit dicecompanypodcast.com for all your merchandise needs.
I'm not touching it. It's easy, isn't it? It's just low-hanging fruit at this point.
Merchandise.
Merchandise? That's right. Including our brand new t-shirts with the Order of the Heron emblem on it. You too can join the Order of the Heron in 3 colours.
I'm happy with an Ungovernables.
Ungovernables, dear boy.
Where's my Ungovernables t-shirt?
It's in the process of being made.
Ooh.
A big thank you to the band Plainride for use of their great music in these chapters. Check them out wherever you listen to your music. And with all that out the way, let's turn the page on the next chapter of the Ungovernables in this week's Dice Company.
Fucking love this song.
Previously on Dice Company, the newly formed Ungovernables ventured into the sewers beneath a warehouse which they'd been told is the location of the strange artifact known as the Altar of the Wests. Having been smashed with traps and a variety of creatures attacking them, they saw a group of Generation 1 automatons run around a corner as a strange voice echoed down the corridor. Bomb defenses.
Ah, snap.
I've been looking forward to this.
It always ends in a fight, doesn't it? Always. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised it didn't start in a fight, but it always ends in a fight.
So you guys are stood in the corridor. To the north is where the voice has come from and where the Generation 1 automatons ran to.
Well, I don't say I like much the sound of that, so, lickety-split, eh, boys? Let's get behind those old scallywags and see if we can end this thing as quick as possible.
Oh, I'm in.
Do you think we should try and chase them down then?
Well, I bloody don't think they're coming back for anything, so yes, I bet straight after them as quick as we can. But, maybe this time on the way you keep an eye out for some, things.
Chippity trap things?
Yes, don't really feel like repeating that incident, to be honest.
Nah, I think you've still got a ball patch, mate.
Well, anyway, after you, Curious.
All right, follow me, boys. Let's go in.
Can I have a perception check, please? Curious.
Yes, you may. Perception is not great.
What a rogue.
19.
Ooh!
I got an 18 plus 1.
Plus
Oh
one!
my god, Bardal can do it better
That's
than
well,
that.
I've got +4.
Knight, you're the new one.
Curious leads the way north in the corridor, making sure to keep a beady eye open for traps. You are fortunate in that there are no traps, as far as Curious can tell. You guys reach the end of the corridor and it turns back on itself, and you see a golden glow coming from around the corner. If everyone could please move their counters to the end of the corridor and around and select your marching order.
In Shack in the front.
Yeah, I'm going front.
Where is everybody? I can only see me. Now I'm around the corner. No one's followed Bardal.
Everyone, roll for initiative, please.
Oh, dear
Oh,
God.
God, what?
Straight off the bat.
This has been pretty good for me of late.
Oh, for God's sake.
Wow, Jesus Christ. I thought my initiative was decent.
Suck it, bitches.
It is, we're just rolling like schmucks.
Speak for yourself.
Knight rolls an 11.
6 for Bardal.
Curious gets a 22.
Shaq gets a natural 20 for 22.
A 20 for Egg.
Oh, very nice.
Go on, eh?
What egg?
Yes, Egg.
I know.
At the end of the corridor, 2 automatons appear, and we are at the top of the round with Curious.
Curious is going to... If I was to make a ranged attack, I'm stood behind Shaq, who is an absolute unit. I'm guessing they would have half cover.
They would.
Right, so Curious is going to tap Shaq on the back and go, "Watch you, mate." And he's going to slide between his legs to get in front of him. He's going to conjure up a soul knife, or a psychic blade, as is also known. And he's going to attack the automaton to his left, the right as we are looking at it. And it is going to be a 21 to hit.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
And damage you may have 10 psychic damage.
Bang. Very nice. Yep. Sliding through Shaq's legs, he conjures one of his soul blades, soul knives, fancy knives, dinner
Psychic
knives.
blades,
Psychic blades.
teaspoons,
Oh,
Summons one of his soul spoons
mental ladle.
and flings it. It manages to bury itself in the Jarima wood part of the automaton, which shakes a little bit under the attack.
For his bonus action, he is going to... I may as well just make another attack. I haven't got any advantage. I can't do anything else. It's not like I need to disengage or hide, so I'm just going to go in again. Oh, that is a 9.
Is that a natural one, dear?
It is a natural one. Thank
Oh,
you for
dear.
letting all of the listeners know.
I'm always on the listener's side.
you break a psychic spoon.
Yeah.
You bend it. You bend the psychic spoon.
In your best Uri Geller impression.
That one was a paper
Psychic wooden
aeroplane.
spoon.
And it clatters to the floor and disappears with one of those sounds that I put on it. Wang. Something like that. Next up is the man, the myth, the legend, not to be confused with the Basketball Hall of Famer, Mr. Shaq.
Being used as an entrance prop, and with Shaq's natural determination to always want to be in the front, that makes him go into rage. And he will advance up to this guy here, raging, reckless, and with great weapon.
Oh, the full Shack attack
17.
is a miss.
Oh.
Using your second attack now?
Yes, sir. Use my second attack. Going for great act. Shack hits for 26.
Is a hit, obviously.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Not a Rask you're fighting, so yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Hashtag stay toxic. Please roll for damage.
So it's this plus 10. So Shack does 19 slashing damage.
Ooh,
Big math.
very nice. Charging down the corridor, slipping between Curious and Bardal, Shack roars with rage as he draws back his mighty great axe and swings at the automaton, who raises a shield in the air to block the first attack, leaving his middle open for Shack to then swing in and slice through the Jarima wood tendons of his stomach, which kind of split, and you see him. Now, obviously, they can't be bloodied, but as we will find out, they can be sapped. He looks sapped by the attack. On to Egbert.
If I march in to that spot next to Shack, does that mean Bardal can't get into combat?
But you can, don't worry about it. Bardal has other things up. He has other tricks, doesn't he?
Gonna thunder wave his you guys out of the way.
Just going to shatter on the group.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said cast fireball.
So I'm in that automaton there.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, good think. I was going to hit it with old righty. 21 to hit.
Is a hit. Roll for damage.
11 slashing.
Oh,
But just don't miss.
you don't miss.
Delicious.
Go on, Egg.
Following up the attack from Curious, Egbert joins Shack in the front line of the fight, drawing righty and stabbing it into the shoulder of the already damaged automaton.
And then I'm going to hit with old lefty. 16 to hit.
The automaton raises his shield and blocks the attack.
I'll see now. As I don't think I'm going to make it through the whole of this battle, I'm going to hit again with action surge.
Ooh, he's going big.
Oh, 15, that's no good.
Another block from the automaton, from righty. And now it is the automaton's turn.
Who was going to say that?
First off, one of them is going to attack Shack with all three of its attacks.
Bring it. Bring it. He gets, don't forget, it's advantage.
Natural 20.
Bollocks.
Dummy came to play.
For a total of 25. Please take 25 slashing damage, halved to 12.
Thank you. I will happily.
So the first attack, with its arm blade, it stabs into Shack's stomach. Second attack is an 8, which just swings wildly and misses. And the third attack, also an 8, unbelievably completely misses.
Shack just chuckled.
And now the automaton next to Egg is going to attack him back with his own arm blade. 20.
Is a hit.
Please take 13 slashing damage.
I'm going to parry.
Oh, you know.
Oh.
Plus the dexterity modifier to reduce the damage.
Ooh, very nice. So what's the total reduction?
11.
Oh,
Oh, delicious.
please
Go on,
take
Egg.
2 slashing damage as the automaton stabs at Egg, and it looks like he's about to pierce him right in the chest, and you just see Righty appear out of nowhere with a clink, and the blow is deflected up to just a small nick on his shoulder.
Curious is going to turn around to Bardal over his right shoulder and go, "What are you feeding this squire of yours?"
Just told him everything I know. Magnificent egg!
There you go.
24 to hit with the second attack for 12 slashing damage.
I will take that one.
Okay, and the third and final attack is a 7, which you're able to successfully parry after the second stabs you in the gut.
Please tell me you've got riposte.
I do have riposte, and I am going to use it. I get to attack you back. 20.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
5 slashing.
Egg, please tell us a story.
Eggy, eggy, eggy.
Very annoyed at Bardal's pointing out my form wasn't quite on point in the last battle. He decided he'd actually make an effort. So Thought we'd have a bit of a to and fro with the automaton and chopped it up good and proper.
And with a clank, the automaton hits the floor, dead.
A fine riposte, boy!
Thank you, Bardal. Thank you.
Oh, fuck, another one turned up.
Oh, number 2.
Oh, Jesus. Oh!
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Oh,
It just got real.
Oh!
No sooner has the automaton hit the floor that more begin to fill the corridor. There is a sea of them between you and whatever is around the corner. The one who has run into combat with Egg is going to attack him. Now, obviously, automatons don't feel things like revenge, but if they did...
He'd be pretty pissed.
17.
So no, it's a miss.
no, 17, it's a hit.
Oh, so if it's equal, it hits.
Meets
Yeah.
it, beats it.
Good hit.
And he hits you for 13 slashing damage.
Ouch.
And the second attack for a 13, which is a miss. And the third attack is a 12, which is also a miss. So having been stabbed again by the newly appeared automaton, Egg pulls up, still has lefty and righty in the right hands and begins blocking them with the chink. And the rest of you hear the chinking of metal as he blocks most of the oncoming attacks. Beautiful.
Dear God.
Looking a bit bleak here, guys.
You need to get your ass out of the way, Egg.
I wasn't going to go into combat, but you talked me into it.
From around the corner, you can see that the golden glow has turned purple and is now beginning to kind of fill the end of the corridor with waves of purple energy. Night.
I had an amazing plan. I'm gonna lay it out there because it was gonna be brilliant, and then you threw a sea of automatons at us. I wanted Knight to run down the corridor, vault off of Shaq's shoulders into a forward flip over that automaton, coming down on the back of him with my sword, and you've killed it.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to jump into that pack of automatons?
No space.
Why are corridors so thin?
Have I seen the boys take damage?
Yes, definitely.
Egg's fucked.
Egg's taken a lot of damage.
Egg's taken a lot of damage.
Not quite as much as Bardal caused me in the last quest.
No.
Plus.
I'm going to have to get myself a new squire if he doesn't stop complaining, let me tell you. You should just have higher constitution, frankly.
Let's put it this way, Marco. Egg is a bit scrambled.
Oh, terrible. Oh, just awful.
Just 2 on the
Sorry.
nose, man. Just way 2 on
Absolutely
the
ashamed
nose.
of yourself.
Just
Take 1 psychic damage.
Dropping dart bombs in the
I think we've
middle.
all taken psychic damage. Sometimes silence is just nicer, isn't it?
I'm only yoking.
Oh my God, he's doubling down.
Death is looking like a promising aspect.
The agony.
Someone pull his mic.
Luckily, Don can cut this for everybody else.
Absolutely not.
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Knight is going to move up behind Egg. I mean, obviously, he's got room to step back if he needs to, so that's cool. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds,
Ooh, nice.
which wasn't used correctly last time round because I've got some extra shit.
Oh.
Did you say extra?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
No.
Someone mute him.
Don't heal me. I need to die. So I can drop off and stop listening to this.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise I had to walk on eggshells around you.
Oh, my God.
For fuck's sake.
Keep them coming. I love it.
Someone mute him.
He wrote sorry.
Yeah, I actually didn't verbalise that, sorry.
So, yes, it will be healing for 14.
Beautiful.
Oh, very much.
Love it.
Bonus action. Nothing. I have nothing. That's my go over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ballschultz.
Snug confines of the corridor. Seeing that he's unable to really aid Egg, he's just going to try and kill the guy who's trying to kill him. So I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. That's a 21.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
10 lightning damage.
Ow.
Worse.
Woof.
Bardal looks over and sees Egg struggling and get away from my boy, damn it! And lightning begins to crackle in his hands, and this long kind of whip lightning extends from him at a fast pace crashing into the automaton, wrapping itself around its body and surges lightning into its chest. Those that are paying attention will see the slightest flicker of lightning escape from the edge of Bardal's eye.
Ooh.
Well, I do have 19 passive perception.
You see nothing.
I'm not looking at you at all, but, I perceived it.
Good peripheral vision.
Can I just stand on him?
You usually do.
Don't make me thunder wave.
Oh, God.
Back to the top of the round with Curious.
Curious, being at a bit of a disadvantage behind the rest of the pack, has a little ponder, and then all of a sudden has a little bit of a eureka moment and reaches into his pouch and pulls out a handful of ball bearings. And he's going to throw them towards the end of the corridor through his teammates.
You bastard.
Isn't it 1,000 ball bearings?
I have 1,000 ball bearings. I do have 1,000. I'm going to grab a handful and I'm going to try and basically just throw them towards... He's going to throw them at the back wall to try and reduce the amount that may spill into Shack and Egg's area.
1,000 ball bearings create a 10-foot cube of ball bearings.
Oh, well, wouldn't you know it?
Wouldn't you know it, you get all 4 of the automatons who are standing in a cube.
Shack and Egg look like they're actually on steps, so none of the ball bearings should be able to make it back up.
Yeah, they're just rolled down.
Let's see how the automatons get on with their saving throw.
This is much better. Well done. Yes.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Unnatural 20. Oh, that's a fail. 4 for back left.
Oh.
And a fail. So the back 2 both fail. The front 2 are fine.
I mean, the first one's a bloody ninja.
Yeah, I know. It's also starting to feel a little bit Home Alone. Curious would like to tie some paint cans on rope above the stairs. Amazing. After doing his Macaulay Culkin, Curious is going to backtrack in his hoof boots.
Hoof shoes.
Hoof shoes. Back up to the top of the stairs.
And we're back with Mr. Shack.
Knight's just currently considering throwing his bedroll over the top of them so that they can't see.
I'm wondering whether to attack or to push through. I think I'm going to attack. Yeah, okay. Then Shack would like to... Getting bolts fired over his head and then ball bearings flying all over the place. Shack's a little bit confused but very aroused. So he slightly changes his stance as well because he realises these are a bit tankier as well. So he's taken his great axe off, but he'll go in reckless nonetheless. Shack hits 27.
Is a hit. Roll for damage.
Shack hits for 8 slashing damage.
All the first powerful hit from your great axe smashes down onto the shoulder of the automaton as its arm looks like it's about to fall off and its head starts to wobble and spark. Not long for this world.
Excellent. Just what I want to hear. Shack will just go back again, do exactly the same thing without Great Weapon Master. For 17, I think that's a miss.
Is a miss.
And then for his bonus action, he's just going to get angry.
He's already angry, so he's getting angrier.
Angry's missed because he should have pushed through. Okay, never mind. Live and learn. That is the end of my turn. Thank you.
Egbert.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep chopping away. So, variety. A natural 20.
Oh!
Yeah.
Please roll for damage.
14 damage.
Mirroring Shack's vicious strike onto the shoulder, Egg uses righty to do exactly the same thing as this automaton's arm is kind of loose and dangly and its head starts to wobble and sparks.
Then going again with lefty. 9.
The attack is blocked by the severely damaged automaton.
And I think I am just going to disengage and take the attack of opportunity. So yeah, I'm going to move away.
So the first attack hits, the second attack is blocked, and then Egg rolls backwards as the automaton swings its arm blade at you. For 11, it misses. 18 for the second.
It's a hit.
For 11 slashing damage. So the first one misses, but the second jabs Egg in the leg. And now it's the automaton's turn. This one is going to step into the ball bearings. So let's see how he gets on with his lovely dexterity saving throw. The automaton begins to try to chase Egg as another one fills in the spot behind it, but no sooner has it stepped into the spot that it slips on Curious's ball bearings and crashes to the ground. Unable to reach Egg because of the protection now being afforded to him by both Bardal and Knight, the automaton is going to attack the nearest enemy to him in his sight, which is Knight, with 3 attacks. 20 for the first attack on Knight.
That's a hit.
So the first attack comes in with 15 slashing damage. Second attack is a 12, which is a miss, as Knight's fast reflexes block the second attack. The third one comes in with a natural 20 for a total of 25. That is 15 slashing damage, unbelievably, for a critical hit.
Wow.
It was fast and furious then.
Ow.
So Knight gets slashed up, but could have been a lot worse, actually, with that terribly rolled crit. The automaton soldier who's fallen down, even though he's on the ground, he's going to attempt to attack Shaq at disadvantage with all 3 attacks. For a 21 for the first.
Could have been a nat 20 though, that bad boy. God bless disadvantage.
Which is a hit on Shaq for 9 slashing damage, half to 4. So Shaq, please take 4 slashing damage. Second attack is a 15.
Just about got it.
For 14, half to 7 slashing damage. And the third attack from this incredible disadvantaged automaton who has not failed to hit yet. 21!
Jesus!
Yeah. Wow. That's good rolling.
I hope this dude don't stand up. Imagine what he's like on his feet.
So that's 9 damage, half to 4. Shaq.
Wowzers. Well done.
So yeah, you just see him sprawling on the floor and his arm blades just going mad and slashing at your ankles.
He took 15 wounds from the floor. That's pretty impressive.
And now the one who is on his feet and in front of you is going to attack you 3 times. A 6 for the first attack, which just completely misses. 14 for the second.
No.
And 9 for the third. So the standing automaton fails to hit you once.
Go on, Shaq. Yeah, every time the guy on the floor hit you, the guy standing up was trying to stab you and it moved you away from his hit.
Once again, you feel and see the kind of waves of purple energy. And all of a sudden, a lightning bolt appears from around the corner, smashing into one of the automatons, which explodes in front of you, Shaq.
What the deuce?
Yeah. Do I take damage for that?
You do not.
Oh, excellent.
What is that that's just appeared in front of you?
Flying around the corner, her feet a good foot off of the air, is a woman with short hair and long purple robes. You see that her eyes are crackling with lightning.
I look her dead in the eyes and I say to myself, I can fix her. I can definitely fix her.
She looks at this kind of group of people in front of her, and she puts her hands together and then pulls them out as a string appears between her fingertips. And she spins it around into a circle, which then forces into 3 versions of her step out from the form that she's in as she casts mirror image on herself. Oh dear. Well, let's make this quick, shall we, gentlemen? Knight, you're up.
Taking a healing potion, is that an action or a bonus action?
It can be either. Your choice.
So, Egg's run past me. He's running away from the battle. Scared. So I healed him, and then he left me to tank. So just making sure of that. So, cheers there.
I think it's safe to say that I've been in the thick of it and taken most of the hit points in this last battle.
So I'm just going to hit the one that hit me. I'm fucking angry.
All right.
I'm unleashing the beast. I can't rage like the big fella over there, but I get pissed with Ravenna. That is a 15.
Is a miss.
Suck. Okay, so Flurry of Blows says that I don't have to actually hit. It just says make the attack. So I am going to spend 1 key point and do Flurry of Blows, which are 2 unarmed strikes. There it is. 20. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Boom! Very nice. Please roll for damage. Tiger uppercut.
So rolled 8 of...
Very nice. 12 damage. Knight, please tell us the story.
Oh, okay. So having taken a good old hammering from this fella, Knight literally cocks his arm back and just unleashes a haymaker punch straight through the faceplate, pulls out whatever crystals are in there, and just lets this thing flop to the floor.
Please don't feel
Tell
that
me if
hole.
that's lore. I don't know if there's anything in there.
Beautiful. It's like a cross between Transformers, the movie from 1986, and Alestia. I loved it.
Curious approves.
Marky, please don't fill that hole.
Right, peanut gallery.
I'm actually thinking, being that I'm not a tank, that I still have my movement. I'm going to run past Egg as fast as I can.
You're going to heroically run the other way up some stairs. Got it.
Yeah. And leave Egg as the one exposed. Me and him are just going to be falling back.
There's a corridor of death that's just opened up in front of Egg.
No, I've done my run. It's shame. That'll be it now.
It's a real shame, actually, that he died, because I had some stuff to add on to that. So
Oh, brutal.
I feel kind of disappointed now.
It's a pretty good death that you got, in fairness.
I lost my witch bolt.
You did.
Crushed him.
Bardal.
Okay. Bardal, seeing the rather attractive, alluring, yet clearly psychotic woman float around the corner, realizes that this is the enemy he's been waiting for, and immediately approaches her for a tussle. Time for you to meet your end, Dark Mistress. And he draws both of his swords slowly as he approaches her. And 2 attacks with Daysong. Any chance she's an aberration or undead?
Nope.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? 20.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
8 slashing damage. Another one. 24. 6 slashing damage. Ugh. And then offhand longsword. 20.
Is a hit.
8 slashing damage.
Very nice.
And then my man's going to action surge.
Cool. Before you do that, can you roll 3 d20s for me?
That doesn't sound good.
God. 7, 6, 7.
Your 3 attacks slash into 3 of the mirror images, which vanish as she has taken no damage. But you have got rid of the 3 mirror images.
Wish I'd known. Never mind. Chopped away the scandalous young ladies, fine, and now he's going to action surge and fight the big boss. Okay, so 2 attacks with Daysong. Advantage 20.
Hit.
10 slashing damage.
Very nice.
20 again
Hit.
for another 12 slashing damage.
Nice.
Bardal with a flurry of 5 attacks. Hacks through the 3 mirror images in quick succession before then stabbing the floating woman twice. She doesn't really register the damage.
It's unnerving.
Top of the round with Curious.
Where Shaq and Bardal are they steps as well?
Yes.
So if I was to come past Egg just behind Shaq or behind Bardal, I assume I would still have the high ground.
Correct.
So I would have...
You don't get advantage for the high ground. This isn't Star Wars, unfortunately. But they don't get a boost to their AC.
Yeah, so there's no like half cover or anything.
No, nothing
But
like that.
I would get an advantage because my colleagues are attacking them, so I would get sneak attack.
You would get sneak attack, not advantage. Yeah.
Perfect. So Curious is gonna step down here. Do I go in front of Egg? Yeah, I'm gonna act as a human shield to Egg, and just turn around and go, "Watch your step, lad. I think these are a little bit more dangerous than anything we've encountered before." And he is going to call upon his psychic blades. And I think he's going to go for the heroin chic looking just in front of Shaq. So he's going to go with psychic blades, which is a 25 to hit.
It's a hit.
Woof! That is 11 psychic damage. And then he's going to add on sneaky attacky. That's an additional 6 sneak attack.
Very nice, for a total of 17. Lovely.
And then bonus action, I'm going to throw another blade at this unknown woman, which is a natural 1.
Is a miss.
Oh, dearie me.
The first created blade slams her in the arm, and the second one misses before vaporizing. The Shadow Vanguard Aleriac is going to use her one and only legendary action.
As a what?
Uh-oh.
She smiles at Shaq,
Oh, God, here it comes.
raises her hand up to him as little purple tendrils of energy flicker out from her fingertips. She's going to cast level 3 Mind Spike. Can I please have a wisdom saving throw?
Roll big, Shaq.
Good luck, mate.
DC 16.
Shaq rolls a 6.
Shaq, all of a sudden, you are transported back to Crimson Reach. You are on the beaches of the southern part of the continent, and it is a beautiful day. You can hear the water lapping against the shore, seabirds cawing as there's a gentle breeze, and you suddenly see Shadow Vanguard Aleriac strolling up to you on the beach. It's so lovely to spend this time with you. Aren't we having fun?
Shaq is completely perplexed.
And she gives you a hug and a gentle kiss on the cheek.
Ooh.
And you feel a sharp pain in your stomach.
Oh,
Please take 28 psychic damage.
oh, you tricksy. Oh, it's the only one. Oh. Sorry, so 28. Jesus. Okay, then.
I also love the fact that Mickey took psychic damage, realizing that Shaq didn't have resistance to psychic damage. The look on his face was just like, ugh!
And all of a sudden, you're dragged back by your stomach back into the present, and you're back in the corridor, feeling quite unwell. And she gives you a wink.
Oh,
Kill that bitch.
Shaq, your turn.
Ordinarily, I would be swinging like a madman here, but I'm just completely stunned by what's happened. I think at that point, Shaq will just go into overdrive mode because he has no idea how to comprehend what's going on around him. Bolts flying everywhere, disappearing to magical beaches. He's just going to go full hammer and tongs at this woman for great weapon, reckless attack. She's getting it in her face. I rolled a 20, so it's 15.
Is a miss.
Shit. He hasn't got the intelligence to work out to do anything differently, so he's just going to do the same thing again. And he misses again with a 13.
That is also a miss. So 2 big swings of the axe, and she just gently moves to one side and then the other, smiling the whole time. Egbert.
I'm going to fire my crossbow.
Ooh. Very nice.
So I'll fire it at the witch.
Witch!
11.
It's a miss.
Okay, I think that's me. Did I use my potion on the last quest? I did, didn't I?
Literally trying to remember that. I don't think you did.
No, you second winded and hit dice.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. It was 6.
And the automatons. So the one in front of Bardal is going to stand up
Hello.
and immediately attack Shaq. First attack is an 11, which doesn't hit. Second attack is a 21, which does, for 15 slashing damage, half to 7. And the third attack is a 14, which misses.
Shaq is not in a good way.
The 2 behind are also going to stand up but not move, and they are going to throw javelin, and they're going to throw them both at Bardal. 22 for 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the second one, 20, also for 6.
All right.
So 2 javelins fly as a second rank begins to attack.
Dummy,
Yes.
I wonder how Scotty feels with you rolling as a DM, how he used to roll against us in our home games.
You're fine about it. I like to see the DM enjoying himself.
For those of you not watching at home, Dummy has a huge smile from ear to ear.
And the final automaton is going to move up to fill that spot, stop anyone being heroic. And he's going to attempt to grapple Shaq. We will have a strength off.
Good luck.
The score to beat is 12, Shaq.
Shaq rolls 25.
The automaton desperately reaches for him, and Shaq just kind of smacks him away.
Yeah.
Just puts his hand on his head and just keeps him at arm's length.
Stiff arm.
There you go. I'm playing O-line here. I'm on right tackle.
That makes me the guard, huh?
And it is the Shadow Vanguard's turn. She is going to draw a blade, which you see is humming with red energy. It's like a short sword. And she's going to use her 3 attacks on Shaq.
Bring it.
10 is a miss.
Miss.
24 is a hit.
Just about.
For a total of 20 piercing damage.
Wow.
Is that halved?
Half.
Halved
yeah,
to 10.
Yeah, but it's still enough, because that's enough to take me down. Pop, but then Shaq will instantly pop back up with 1 hit point.
Yeah, that orc.
Nice. Just in time for her to hit you with the 3rd attack.
Yeah, that's what I was realising. That's why I'm not celebrating. Otherwise, I'd be just like you, Si. I'd be going, yeah, boy, another round.
For an 8, which misses.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, boy.
All right, then, with my delayed bonus action I never took in my turn, I just give her the biggest finger ever.
Teeth hanging out, blood dripping,
That's right.
eyes puffed up.
And as for her bonus action, she pulls out a small crystal container, pops the lid off, and drinks potion.
Ooh, this bitch is worrying me now.
Night.
I was going to say, is she about to turn into a shark?
Come on, Knight. Do some hashtag monk shit.
Hashtag monk shit.
Knight is going to sprint down the corridor to where Shaq is. As he casts Healing Word. And that's 11 hit points for Shaq.
Boom. Excellent. That puts me on a mighty 12.
Booyah!
Thank you, Knight.
Bardle.
Hey, well, Bardle is incensed at seeing Shaq fall and bounce back up, impressed though he is at the action. He's going to continue his efforts to try and kill Aleriac. 23.
Yep, is a hit.
11 slashing damage.
How?
20.
She is going to cast Shield as a reaction, so that's a miss. So a huge kind of golden shield appears.
Oh, you dirty little toe rag. Alright, so then Bardle is going to know that trick and then offhand longsword into the automaton next to him.
No, saucy.
For 25.
Is a hit. Roll for damage.
And 8 slashing damage.
The first damage on the new automaton is once again, Bardle is a flurry of attacks with his blade.
They all got a dice, you might as well get them at the same time.
Okay, she's going to take her legendary action at this point. You know what? She's going to cast Mind Spike on you, Bardle. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's not good. A 9.
Bardle, you're transported back to the fighting arena of Slateholm. The crowd are cheering your name, and before you is some unnamed slain opponent who you've bested to win the Silver Sword Championship for the 4th time. Life is good as someone jumps from the crowd over as Aleriac runs towards you and gives you a celebratory hug. You've done so well. Well done, you. And you also feel a sharp pain in your stomach. That is a terrible roll. Please take 16 psychic damage.
Still a good roll. Ouch, caboodle. Or actually, no, that's a very good roll. For us, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not for the DM. That was a very good roll for Bardle.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
Back to the top of the round with Curious.
Oh, I wish I could stab her again.
Right, so seeing all of the damage that is going on with my compatriots, Curious is going to look at Aleriac and go, "Stop fucking about, love. I've had enough. Let's just put an end to this." And he's going to sling a couple of psychic blades at her, which I believe I do have advantage on.
Sneak attack.
I've got
You
sneak
get sneak
attack, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do get sneak attack.
Yeah. Sorry, when I say advantage. 13.
Is a miss.
Ay. Bonus attack, Psychic Blades, is a nat 20.
Very
With
nice.
sneak attack.
With sneak attack.
Sneaky.
Outrageous.
Get some.
11. And then with the sneaky,
Nice.
11 doubled to 22. 33 total damage.
The first blade clatters away into the corridor with no effect. The second one, though, hits her straight in the chest. And for the first time, you hear a shriek of pain from her as a bloody patch appears on her chest. She is bloodied.
Lovely. So that's exactly what we needed.
It is what we needed.
Bravo.
Shaq.
I've been in a quandary here because I should have powered through and broken up this bottleneck that we're stuck in. But now it's going to be too hard to do that. So seeing the sight of blood and understanding all the confusion, well, not understanding all the confusion, rather, Shaq is going to get really pissy at, what's her name?
Aleriac.
He's going to get really pissy at Emma, and he is going full fucking shebang again. He learns, he can't learn any differently. He literally will do the same thing. Hang on, where is it? There it is. I hit for 17, or I rolled a 17.
It's a miss.
Shit. Gonna go for it again. 3.
23 is a hit. Please roll for damage.
Yeah. Shaq hits for 18.
Yep, so the first attack misses as she just casually sidesteps once again. But you're getting wise to her now, and your next attack smashes her with a huge gaping wound across her chest, a second wound.
Nice, Shaq.
And it is Egbert.
Go on, Egg, finish her.
I'm guessing there's nothing I can really do. Nothing's changed, is it? Okay, so I'm just going to have to shoot a crossbow. It doesn't go too well. And I fire at the witch. 17?
It's a miss.
No, that's me.
Okay, so the one on the left is going to attack Shaq 3 times for a 19.
Hit.
Ooh.
8 slashing damage, half to 4.
Hit.
Second attack is a 10, which is a miss.
Miss.
And third attack is a 16.
Hit.
Or 14, half to 7 slashing damage.
Shaq is looking like a drunk. You know, the ones you see at 3 o'clock in the afternoon stood by the corner of a street. Yeah, you know, those kinds of drunks. He does not look good at all.
And the other one is going to attack Bardal 3 times. 24 for the first. For 10 slashing damage. 13 for the second is a miss. And 9 for the third is also a miss. The 2 automatons that are standing in close combat with you kind of begin slashing at you with their arm blades, doing negligible amounts of damage.
How about that? Bardal's starting to look a little bit shaky. 13.
13. Yeesh. Aleriac is not enjoying the fact that she is currently quite heavily damaged. So she begins to mutter as she holds onto her glowing blade. Can I have Constitution saving throws from Egg, Curious, Shaq, Bardal, and all the automatons?
Constitution.
Oh, Jesus wept. Be big, be big. 16?
It's good enough.
Me and you both fell. I rolled a 10. 10 for Bardal.
Natural 1 for a 7.
That's me.
That's
I
Shaq.
rolled a natural 1.
Oh, mine didn't roll.
I have a +1 on Constitution.
I have a +6.
I have a +6.
Oh, sorry. I have a +5, so that's actually 23.
Curious and Egg succeed. Shaq and Bardal fail. Shaq and Bardal, please take 5 thunder damage.
Back it down.
Oh my god, we're getting thrown back, aren't we?
And the others, please take 2. So Egg and Curious, please take 2 thunder damage. And all of you need to be. All of you are pushed back 10 feet.
That works out for me.
I mean, that is a brutal set of results for the automatons there.
Oh, yeah.
Good grief.
Wow.
As she casts Thunder Wave just to clear the corridor a little bit of breathing room. She obviously does not care about the automatons one bit as they are smashed against the wall, and one of them is actually pushed into the room away from you. Knight.
With death speed, Knight slips between Aleriac and the corner of the corridor and into that space in the other room. And from there, he's going to pivot and unleash a flurry of blows. 16 misses.
He's roll for damage.
23 hits. That's 7 bludgeoning damage. And he uses a key point to hit again. That's 26, which hits for 8 bludgeoning damage, and 25, which hits for a further 6. So that is a grand total of 23 bludgeoning damage.
You hear a series of slaps, and her head kind of just batters to the side as from around the corridor, a place that you can't see, Knight's flurry of blows smashes home 3 times. Bardal.
Okay, so Bardal, getting pushed back by a spell that he enjoys very much, angrily rises to his feet, uses his bonus action to second wind for 8 plus 5 for 13 wounds.
Lovely.
Nice.
And then he's going to approach Aleriac with his swords drawn and Day Song twice for 24.
Is a hit. Roll for damage.
10 slashing.
Pow.
14.
Is a miss.
Yeah, so that is Bardal back in the fray. Damn it, Shaq. Get your ass back over here. I need that advantage. It's handy.
Although I'm a bit surprised. I thought you were going to heal me with my healing potion on your bonus action, not yourself.
I was until I got battered and then blown. That is not normally the way Bardal likes to roll.
Well, you'd have advantage if I was up.
You are up, aren't you?
No.
Oh, I didn't know you were down.
It's all right. I'll get you up, mate.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, dude. No, I thought you were still standing up. Shit. All right.
Aleriac, having been smashed in the face by Knight, turns around and raises her fingers towards him as she casts Mind Spike on him.
That's
an 18, which is a success. So his mind is fortified against her attack.
Go on, then.
Gotta love a monk.
Half damage.
Oof.
21 halved to 10.
That leaves Knight with 1 hit point. Awkward.
This is getting a little bit touch and go in it, boys.
Curious, top of the round.
So Curious is going to sprint to the top of the steps, and he is going to attempt another Psychic Blade attack,
Okay.
Oh, I really want to do a peanut gallery right now.
which is 19.
She's going to cast Shield, so that's a miss.
Please get Shaq up.
Peanut Gallery!
You can't say it. Listen, we all want to say it. You can't say it, though.
I mean, this is perfectly in keeping with Sai. This is what he is as a player.
Yeah, it leaves the guy on the floor.
We've all felt it. All of us have died because of his inaction. It's only right that Shaq should feel it too.
Still good.
After failing his attack, he's going to step back and he's going to turn around to Shaq and give him a healing potion.
There we go.
Hey.
I was just trying to get rid of the big bad, right? That's all I'm trying to do.
Learn your lesson for the 9th time.
Shaq's right after you. If you wait for me to do it, Shaq misses a
Why
go.
do you always think that your dagger or your arrow or your stone can kill the big bad? It can't. Shaq's axe can, however.
Oh, dear.
You got 7 hit points back, Shaq.
Oh, wicked. All right. Thank you very much. Do I boing back up onto my feet?
You are boinged back up.
Boing.
Boing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move back to the top of the stairs.
That's it. You get yourself to safety, darling.
I'm going all ranger again. I'm just gonna
You're
pepper
not a
things.
ranger.
Not anymore.
Shaq, what a reprieve.
Like he has no idea what the hell's happening now. I mean, he was on a beach. He's been asleep. He's almost had voices in his head. So he's just going to try and go in and do the same thing. He doesn't know any difference. Unfortunately, though, I don't have any rages left. So it looks like I'm going to just have to recklessly attack her. again.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Blood barbarians. I've got no rages left, so I'm just going to have to recklessly attack.
In a really not angry way.
Advantage, not great axing. I'm not great weapon mastering. What the fuck is that?
You tell me.
Oh no, that was my previous one. Okay, yep. Shaq rolls a 13.
It's a miss.
It's a miss. Oh, this is so frustrating. He's just going to go for it again. Hey, he finally hits. He gets 27.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
Shaq does 17 slashing damage.
What?
But honestly, I feel like Shaq's passive bonus is the only thing that he's contributed tonight until this hit.
Yep, another whopping great hit on Aleriac as you see another wound appear on her side from the blow from Shaq's axe. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Thank you. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Egbert.
Right, I'm going to move here. That way I can take Bardal's potion and give it to Shaq, or Bardal if I need. And then if night goes down, I can push on through and do my silly bolt firing thing. That is about to miss. An 8.
It's a miss.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. The automaton. That one is going to appear behind Knight and attack him at advantage. A 20. So Knight is down.
Oh.
And with no other options is going to continue to attack the downed Knight with 2 slashes at advantage.
Has Paul got a healing potion?
17 is a miss. Nat 20, but it doesn't matter. That's 2 failed saves for Knight.
Ooh.
And then the automaton in front of Shaq is going to attack him at advantage
Bring
because you did Reckless.
Reckless. Yep, bring it.
14, first is a miss.
Oh.
24 for the second.
Ow.
All right, you got jammy that time.
Snake eyes.
For 7, halved to 3, so please take 3 damage. And the third attack is unbelievably 2 sevens.
Wow, a 400 to 1 roll and you got it. Brilliant, thank you.
So that's the end of their turn. And we roll on to Aleriac.
Why can't Bardal have legendary actions? I think that's something we need to discuss, Dom. I don't like waiting in between. I think I should be able to stab people occasionally.
Just every now and then, just go. There.
Aleriac draws her short sword and attacks Shaq for a natural 20
Jesus.
It's been fun, boys.
for 33 piercing damage.
Halved?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not raging, is he?
It's overkill anyway, yes. Shaq goes down.
Aleriac then floats over Shaq and up the corridor to attack Egbert.
Why is this woman such a pussy? I'm right in front of her.
9 for her second attack, which is a miss.
That is a miss. Hold up there, boy. Hold up there. Riposte, please.
Oh, love it!
Oh, go on, Egg.
Yes.
Go on, son!
Go on, son. Go on, Egg. Have it.
11.
Is a miss, I'm afraid. And with her third attack is a 23.
Oh, yeah.
Please take 26 piercing damage.
Okay. I am going to use parry for my last manoeuvre to half that to 13, leaving me with 1 hit.
Whoa.
Wowzer. Amazing work. Knight, who has a death saving throw to make.
That's a 5. With blood dripping from his mouth, he simply says, "A good death, well met," before giving a regretful smile and then falling face first to the floor.
It's been fun knowing you all.
Bardal.
Seeing the light drain from Knight's eyes as Aleriac slides past me, he's going to go full rage and just continue to try and kill this woman before she finishes off Egg. 23.
So that's a hit. 23 is a hit.
7 slashing damage.
Okay.
19.
The miss with the shield.
Bonus action. 8.
It's also a miss. So Bardor attempts another flurry of attacks, doing a small amount of damage. She is looking unwell, but she is still on her feet. And we're back to the top of the round with Curious.
So seeing the carnage that is going on around us, Curious is just at a loss. I mean, this is the closest thing to family that Kyrios has had for a long, long time, and it is slowly being taken away from him. So he is going to literally just out of pure rage try and attack this woman that is taking everybody out. And it's a 23 to hit.
Is a hit. Roll for damage with sneak attack.
So that is 10 psychic damage. And for sneak attack, it is going to be an additional 12. 22.
Nice.
Summons one of the blades into his hand and throws it down. It pierces her in the back of the shoulder, and you see her go down to one knee for a second. She's so very close, but still on her feet.
So literally just at the end of his tether, unknown what else to do, he is literally just going to basically supplicate one more soul knife psychic dagger as a last-ditch attempt to just try and turn the tide. And that is a 26 to hit.
Is a hit. Please roll for damage.
Is 8 psychic damage.
Curious. Please tell us the story.
Hey.
Nice.
So, literally, like, Curious has been on his own his entire life. He has been cast out on the streets from a very early age. This group of people are basically the closest thing to family that he has known for years and years and years. And seeing them being felled one after the other and bloodied, he just fights back fiercely. A red mist descends. He tosses up a psychic blade and, spinning on his heels almost like taekwondo kicks with his hoof shoes this blade towards this woman who is decimating his friends, straight into her forehead, and just watches as she drops.
And as she drops, the rest of you notice the lights in the eyes of the automatons dim as they all deactivate. Congratulations.
Hey.
Bardal standing there as the dagger flies past into the forehead of the woman, goes, "Oh my God, what was that? Oh my God!" And they all fall into, "Well done, I told you, Egg! Tieflings!"
Curious is going to sprint past everybody down towards old... What's his face?
Knight that died 2 seconds ago. He's forgotten his name already.
Curious is going to sprint towards Knight and try and stabilize him. And I've got no idea what I can do because I've used my one
He's
motion.
Muerte, dude. He dead.
Oh, is
Nothing you
he?
can do.
He dead.
He's dead.
Don't No, because I used my potion in the earlier confrontation with the jelly cube. With that, I'm going to rummage through Aleriac and try and find what I suspect may be healing potions that she has left behind that she didn't quaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do indeed find a collection of potions on her, of which you recognize 4 as healing potions.
Excellent. I put 3 in my bag.
Bardal. Worst hero ever.
I throw one to Egg. I stuff one into Shaq's mouth. And how are you, Curious, for wounds? How do you look?
I'm 37.
Yeah, you're fine. And I chug the other one.
How?
Mate,
Dom, are they all the same, or do some look bigger than others? All the
No,
same.
all the
Okay.
same. Having fed the potion into Shaq's mouth, he rises back up. Remember, you have 1 level of exhaustion for being knocked down. With the automatons deactivated, and you enter into the chamber next door, and there, beyond the unmoving body of Night, is a golden altar. It almost hums with glory and impressiveness. It's so gold, and it's so bright. Can I have an investigation check, please, from one of you?
17 for Bardal.
With Curious kneeling beside Knight, desperately doing everything he can to raise his fallen comrade and having no success. Bardal and Shaq have seen death in the field before. They know what it looks like. They know there is nothing else to be done. And so they immediately go towards the altar to investigate what they've been searching for. A thorough investigation of it leads you to only one conclusion. This is a fake.
God damn it, big man. This thing is clearly a fugazi.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing Knight's dead, because he's intel really fucked up here.
If he weren't dead egg, I would kill him again. Oh, never mind. You know, some good, some bad. Well, I'm rather embarrassed here, chaps. I don't know what to say, but...
Shall we loot the bodies?
You hear footsteps coming from the corridor behind you.
Is that Rosie?
As turning the corner is Rosalind.
Rosie? What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to keep an eye on you all. Oh no, what's happened? And she looks down at Knight.
Unfortunately, our comrade has perished in the shenanigans. It's an occupational hazard, Rosie, as you know. It's a very sad moment, and frankly, you being down here is what's worried me. That could have been you. You didn't know what was down here, you reckless wretch, you. What's the matter?
This is very sad. Did he do well? Was he noble in the end?
Was indeed, Rosie. Charged the breach, attacked the witch. His fists were flaming fires of fury as they smashed into her face, but alas, treacherous box on legs stabbed him in the back many, many times. There was nothing could be done, but yes, he turned the tide and he saved us all, quite frankly.
So he was a hero then?
Yes, though knowing the surly young man as we did, I'm sure he would have objected to being named that, but yes, he did us all proud.
Rosalind kneels down beside Knight and closes his eyes. You see her give a small prayer, and then she mutters, I wish he hadn't died. And all of a sudden her body begins to glow a brilliant white, and you see energy pouring out of her eyes, and she almost lifts off the ground as her entire body burns white, and a single teardrop falls from her eye onto the chest of Knight and begins to spread out. And all of a sudden, Knight takes a deep breath.
What the fuck is this witchcraft?
What the deuce, Rosie?
Fucking hell, love. What the fuck was that?
Bardo is dumbfounded, having never seen anybody brought back to life before. It's tremendous shock.
Rosie, how did you get down here?
I just followed the path of destruction that you all did.
Oh, seems like we could have had you to start with. Would have been very useful.
I prefer to keep a distance. I like to watch events as they unfold.
Ah, well, thank you very much. You've saved our friend.
And Shaq will help Knight up if he can make it to his feet.
Bardo is still standing open-mouthed, staring at his friend and fellow adventurer, and is dumbfounded to silence, which is a first for Bardo completely. He's literally just saying nothing.
And as you're dumbfounded, you hear a familiar voice in your head. It is the voice of Vander Finnick.
Bardal, a message for Plex. Execute order 151.
Bardal keeps that to himself, but raises an eyebrow, is suspicious at how Vander is, hoping he's well, but unsure as to what order 151 might be.
I think we probably spent enough time in this dark and dingy place. And Rosalind raises a hand, and the ceiling above you cracks, and you see that one of the glyphs on the stone is broken. There is a bright flash, and all of you are teleported from there onto the deck of the Sentry Hawk.
Dear God, Rosie, what are you made of? This is getting quite ridiculous, frankly. Yes. We are going to have a very stern and thorough conversation below decks at some point in the future, young lady. I feel that you have been a little less than genuinely honest with me. Thank you for your assistance.
What the fuck just happened? Literally days ago, I'm playing cards in a pub, and now I'm being teleported out of some dark and dingy fucking place after slaying thing after thing. This is mental, mate.
Well, this is what happens when you attach yourself to the star that is Bardal Schultz. Your life is turned upside down, spun around, twisted inside out, and frankly given a much nicer sheen to it. So you're welcome, and please get used to the ride, because it will not get any easier.
Mate, I am strapped in. This is absolutely bonkers, but I'm here for it.
Good boy. And Bardal gives Kyrios a stern hug. Excellent work, Kyrios. You saved us all. Thank you. And then he taps the monk on the shoulder, gives him a wink.
Shaq would just like to lean in as this conversation is coming to its end and just say very gently to the boys, but quietly,
Remember, don't tell anyone that a girl beat me up. I don't want them to know.
and then he'll just lean back out.
I'm just going to act like nothing happened, start whistling, and go to work on Bardal's sword and boots.
Oh, what a fucking pro!
Very nice. That is not what I thought you were going to say, egg.
While shooting an albatross.
Plexo, boy.
Yine, Bardal.
Had one of those brain messages from old Vander Finnick, that scallywag. He says, Enactor Order 151. What does that mean, old chap?
You see Plex's eyes change colour.
Understood. Order accepted. We depart now.
And he goes to the steering wheel on the Sentry Hawk.
Plex, still the captain of the old boat. Would be nice to know where we're headed, eh?
As the Sentry Hawk begins to take off, he says to you,
Order 151 is the rising of the Order of the Heron. It is time to take the fight to the Empire. We are all to join forces in Sanctuary.
Very well. Been a while since we've seen the old homestead, so yes. I agree. Enact Order 151 at once. Excellent.
and the Sentry Hawk takes off into the night sky, making its way back to Sanctuary. And we will end it there. The cold night air whistles around you as you're all stood on the poop deck, tending to wounds, discussing the battle that has happened. When all of a sudden, out of the darkness, you see a spinning orb of pink energy that grows larger and larger as a portal suddenly appears. Bardal, you are lifted off your feet, slowly being dragged towards it.
Boys, anyone doing this? Rosie, is this you? You can always just call me to come downstairs, you know? There's no need for this kind of behaviour.
Rosalind just watches.
Curious is going to sprint towards him and grab one of his legs.
I'm going to grab his other leg.
Get back here!
Shaq grabs him.
I don't know, I have a rather sketchy history with portals. Tend to get dragged through. People always want me somewhere, you know. A little help here, maybe?
The combined forces of Shaq, Curious, Egg, and Knight are able to pull Bardal as the portal flickers and shuts.
That was close, chaps. Don't know what that was.
Mate, I have been around the block. I have seen some shit. I have never seen anything like this. What the hell have you got me into?
I keep telling you, young man, the world is going to change quite drastically when you orbit the Saturnus Gloria Ball that is Bardal Schultz, and life will never be the same.
You're saying words that I don't even understand, mate, but I can't help but agree.
Have you never been pulled into a tempestuous vortex before, no? Some kind of malevolent maelstrom perhaps pulled you in? No? Nothing? Well, it happens from time to time, but nothing to worry about. Seem to have escaped that one anyway, so I think I'll go back to just finishing off this final dig in the old chest that lady gave me. Look, it's still weeping.
Mate, if anything, you should go below deck and try and stay out of trouble. Let us run this ship.
Run my ship? Certainly not, sir.
I mean it with the best of intentions, mate. It seems like there's a lot of people after you. I want you to be safe.
Once again, Curious, you will learn that everybody wants Bardal Schultz. You are never safe while you are rolling around the vast wonder that is the glory of Bardal Schultz. But, it'll be fine. They come, they go, etc., etc. We're perfectly okay. Anyway, anyone fancy some dragon chess or something to pass the time?
I play dragon chess.
I've got a deck of cards, mate. We could play some kabuki.
Let's. And Bardal just happily sits down to begin dealing some cards as he's perfectly at ease at what just happened.
Shaq will go and stand next to Plex as he's steering the ship, and he'll ponder what just happened and wonder
What happened if Bardal was in the outhouse or in his bed? Would he have just bashed against the wall with everything? Where would he have gone? Would have been a very unfortunate way to wake up. Shaq is very confused. He doesn't understand.
These are all excellent questions, Shaq.
Oh, I thought I was using my inside voice.
Egg is definitely going to stop doing what he's doing and go and play cards.
So Egg, Curious, and Knight sit down to play cards while Bardal prepares himself to join them.
So after Bardal wins the first 6 or 7 hands and realises that the 2 in front of him are no match for him, he merely leaves them to their petty child's game and wanders to the front of his ship. Standing at the bow of his vessel with his hands clasped behind his back, he thinks of days gone by and days coming ahead. Remembers the Order of the Heron and the chaps, and thinks again on how Shaq had met them before and how that tickles him, and that he looks forward to seeing his friends when he arrives at Sanctuary again, and feeling the togetherness of the revolution, and feels buoyed for the journey ahead, but also thinks mournfully a little on the way the day went today. He didn't feel like he was at his best. He was sad to see Knight fall and die, but heartened almost by the fact that he can still feel empathy for people, being the amount of people he's seen die and the amount of memories that are rolling around in his head that don't belong to him. But he feels good this evening, and he just stands there watching the stars as the breeze flows through his magnificent mane of hair.
And you're joined at the front of the ship by Rosalind as the stars twinkle in the inky black sky of night.
I thought you did rather well today, Mr. Bardal.
It's kind of you to say, Rosie, but I fear I was not at my best, if I'm honest.
Well, there's always another chance to prove yourself, especially when you're the people's champion.
Bless your heart, old girl. Some days I don't feel like the people's champion, I must tell you, but I will try to earn their love once more.
And as you're talking, a second pink portal appears behind you. You notice that Rosalind's eyes look at it and then look at you, and she smiles.
Oh, look.
Rosie, no more messing about! As I'm pulled from my belly button backwards and my arms and legs extend out ahead of me.
We're all in the mud, Mr. Bardal, but some of us are looking up to the stars. See you soon.
Rosie!
And with a... you disappear and the portal vanishes.
The humans of Dice Company would like to thank the following sweethearts for their support: Darcy Thompson, Jenny the War Camel, Stephen Sikora, Nori Gosler, Mickey Arnold, Happy Daddy Scotty, Tika, SJ Phionics, Richard Ungermus, Rabbi Camel, Team Vander, Paris Hakar, Path Pursuit, Julia Zeno, Shovels, Mama Strange, Queenie, Liz Beckett, Axel Runholm, and Chris from North London.
Thanks for listening, and a big thanks to Sirenscape for use of their sounds. Check them out at sirenscape.com, because epic games need epic sounds.
I envy the other guys, honestly, like coming up with a fun fact every fucking week and being as good as they are. It's impressive.
Yeah, they've done 44 of those. I've struggled to do, 3? We didn't do one the first episode, did we?
No.
I was just about to say, actually, I don't think I should need to roll perception. I've got like passive perception 19.
Monk sight.
Wow. All right.
No, I took the observant.
Metagamer.
I'm not sure I'm going to buy the Shelby dice because I'm just going to go electronic.
Yeah, everybody ignore Chris there. Real life dice are far superior to silly dice generators.
I have heard that these particular Shelby dice are the
pinnacle,
especially Shelby cat dice.
Oh, the pinnacle of
the
die.
bees, the cat's whiskers,
of
the cat's
die.
pajamas,
the Rolls Royce
dangly bits. Was that the Thorpe Park theme tune you were humming? Oh, is that Alton Towers? I always get the two mixed up.
It's Alton Towers.
Scott is nodding. Yeah, it's Alton Towers.
It's a song called "In the Hall of the Mountain King," and we used it in chapter 27, Fade to Shack.
She's going to control metal and crush me, isn't she?
Magneto. Like a can of Coke.
Awesome. I honestly thought this year, outside of the quest, I honestly thought you didn't have another attack now. I thought, fuck me, am I just going to be able to just poke this thing?
Seal the kill.
I'm going to go, ugh.
So,
What? So Bardal's gone?
Bardal's gone.
Excellent. I asked Plex if we can change the name to the Bobbing Apple.
Whenever I fucking get back to my ship, if it has been vandalised in any way, there will be some very strong words.
I'm now absolutely convinced that the name will have been crossed out a lot of times with like the bobbing apple or whatever it is that Egg decides to name it, like one after the other.
Oh dear. Shaq's going to try and draw it on himself.
I just want it renamed. I don't care who does it.
Bobbing Apple.
I'm not actually allowed to like attack either one of them, am I?
No, you're not there.
You're not there, so no.
No, but I mean, like when I inevitably return and find my ship vandalised, I'm not actually allowed. I can't like make a Vander Tok incident again, can I?
Well, you could try, I suppose. I wouldn't like your chances, if I'm honest.
Hey, I'm not going to kill Shaq. He's a mindless beast, you know. Like Egg is supposed to be looking after my stuff as my squire. It wasn't a portal. There was a fucking flash of light, and we just vanished, my love. Not only that, she managed to crack Alokian runes before doing what she did.
Rosalinda's Oath of the Watcher's Paladin.
what?
Jeez, sweet.
She has like 180 hit points. I specifically put her with the guys as someone who watches for heroes to make sure that they get on the right path. But they basically treated her so poorly. I'm like,
Oh, I can't wait for them to hear this.
But this handsome fella that's
Towards
wandered in,
direction,
he's got all
towards
the
his group.
hallmarks of the classic hero.
And
lore.
Thanks for listening. Please consider supporting Dice Company on Patreon, where for the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to a whole other show, Extra Roll, as well as an ad-free listening experience. The Dice Company Discord server, along with our socials, can be found on our link tree in the show notes. If you enjoyed this chapter, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you didn't like it, recommend us to your enemies. And we'll see you next time on Dice Company.